back to my channel. Today I am doing a brow tutorial. I have gotten a ton of requests on this. It gets a little messy. Everybody thinks that whenever you start to do your brows, it's supposed to be perfect. And with me, you'll see it's messy, 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 messy. And I clean it up. I sculpt it. I go in and I make sure that lines are to my liking and everything. When you draw it in, it looks like a Sharpie, and it's just eyebrows. And it just stops, and it goes up, and it points, and it comes down. It's like a V. It's scary, and it makes your face do this. They go down. You don't want that. You want it to be up and boom, and just like, I got eyebrows. And I think it is so funny that eyebrows define our face. I mean, honestly, you can change your entire face shape, look, everything. Put some concealer on your eyebrows and hide them and draw. You will see, it's crazy. This is just a new thing for me. I didn't do this in high school. I didn't do this a year ago. In high school, I walked around rocking my natural brows, and I look back in these pictures and I'm like, oh, honey, no, stop. When I was younger, I got made fun of a lot. I'm very hairy. I'm Italian, and I got bullied really bad in school about it. So I went home, and I was a child. Obviously, I was in like middle school, and I went home and thought to myself, crying. All these girls were telling me how hairy I am. I mean, honestly, if I grew out my hair on my eyebrows, it would be one straight line, and then it would go all the way down here and all the way up here. I would have just this big, just brick of eyebrow. Anyways, I went home and shaved my eyebrows, and they have never gone back. So the reason they look like that is because of that. I was bullied and thought, hey, if I go shave my eyebrows down a little bit, obviously I didn't know about plucking or anything. I took my mom's razor and just, needless to say, I went to school the next day and got picked on more. Rock your brow look and you have a bunch of confidence, and girl, you're beautiful, no matter what. Brow, no brow, you're gorgeous, okay? But here we are, learning how to brow, girl. Let's brow to it. Okay, so I'm going in with Anastasia's Brow Wiz in the color Soft Brown, and it is the best brow pencil you will ever own in your life. Just saying. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I pluck and shape my eyebrows. They would be banging if I grew hair, but I don't grow hair. So I'm going to show you how to do it anyways. I go ahead and I brush upwards. I brush all the hairs upwards, and I get my desired arch, I guess you could say. You'll see. It doesn't have to be the cleanest, most precise thing ever in the world, because you can clean it up with concealer, because you can clean everything up with concealer. Concealer is the magic wand of beauty. I mean, it conceals our mistakes. Anywho, so I'm gonna speed this up because you can obviously see where I'm going with this. I have a light hand right there in the beginning of my brow, and I get heavier towards the end. Now, you don't want to make the tail end of your brow go down. You want to let it kind of float out. You see how mine is? It doesn't go straight down. It just kind of like branches out. You see what I'm saying? If you go down with your brow at the end, bring the tail down, it just droops your face. Your brows can make your face look totally different. It's crazy. Okay, so this time I went to the top and I pushed all my brows down with my spoolie. Now again, this doesn't have to be precise and clean and perfect. My arch is right here. I don't make it go straight up, straight down. There's no harsh triangle tips. It just flows. You want it to flow. I messed up right here, and guess what? I can clean that right up. Once I got what I want my eyebrow to look like, I didn't even color it in. I'm gonna go around it and pluck all the hairs that are out of that area. I'm just gonna take my spoolie and brush it out, make it soft. Okay. So I went ahead and plucked my eyebrows, and now I'm gonna start filling them in. Now that there's no more hair around it. So with a light hand, you don't wanna go pushing down on your brows with this pencil or any brow gel or anything like that. It starts turning chalky and you have splotches. It's just way better if you go with a very light hand. Everything in makeup should be light-handed. Lightly color it in. And again, you don't want that arch to be too intense. You know, you want it to be pretty, but you don't want it to be a 90-degree angle. So I bring it out more because I don't want it to look like that. And I just bring my eyebrow out more. I mean, you can mess around with it. You can make it look however you want it to look. But I don't do a crazy arch. The thing about what I do here is I just get it to where I want it to look, and I go and I pluck around it. I don't have a huge eyebrow that's thick. You know, I try to make it proportionate to my face. You get it what I'm saying? It's not over the top. And I just, with a light hand, colored in. Here, I'm going to take the tip and I'm going to lightly add little hairs going up with a light hand, obviously. And here's where a lot of girls mess up is they do not take the spoolie and blend. You have to brush it out. You have to brush that harshness out of there. And you just blend. You're taking the spoolie and you're just going to brush through. You might have some harsh moments in that eyebrow because you were, you know, drawing in and penciling in so much. And I see a lot of girls that when they do their eyebrows, they don't do this. They don't brush it out and they don't soften it. Okay, look at the difference here, please. Look at the difference. Lord. My hairs obviously grow down, right? We're gonna try and make this eyebrow match. Let's see if we can. I'm brushing up so I can get a good arch. And I'm trying to make it even. See where that eyebrow starts? I'm gonna go where that eyebrow starts. You don't want one eyebrow up in the air and then one eyebrow lower than the other. It's hilarious. You kind of follow your brow bone and go straight, and then you make that little arch right there. And you can see it. You can take it off. And then I'm doing the top right there as well, making it meet. I don't normally do such a harsh line at the top. I'm only doing this to show you guys how I pluck my eyebrows. And I'm sure you don't want to take advice from me plucking wise because my eyebrows are crazy insane no-nos. But you could tell my mother I just said in crazy insane no-nos. Lord. But like I said, I haven't grown hair on my eyebrows since I was in middle school, so They would be banging, I promise. Now that I've gotten my desired arch and eyebrow shape, I'm going to go ahead and pluck all the ones that are not in that little group. I take my spoolie and I brush it all out. And I'm going to go in with my light hand and start drawing in my eyebrows. It kind of looks like I'm going a heavy hand, but I swear I'm not. It's super light. Like I said, if you don't do it with a light hand, You see how I'm not starting at the very beginning of my eyebrow? You want it to have an ombre effect. You want it to be really light where your eyebrow starts and get darker towards the end. Taking the tip, gonna draw in some fake little brows with a light hand. See how it stops right there? I see so many girls just keep it like that. You want to spoolie it out. Don't keep it like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I just spoolie the heck out of it. And you're gonna have some probably eyebrow pencil come off and to the top of there, and it just looks like a flippin' mess. But like I said, we're gonna clean it up with concealer. My eyebrows never look perfect before I do concealer. Hooray for concealer. So I'm just going for the ombre effect. I'm brushing it out and I'm softening everything, and I want the front of my eyebrows to look real, you know. You see how it's kind of messy? We're about to clean it up. Also I dropped my concealer and I got my paintbrush. Good Lord. After this video was shot, I dropped it again and I no longer have any concealer. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. So with a little tiny brush, you're gonna take a little bit of concealer and you're just gonna sculpt it out. You're not gonna go too low with this concealer. You're just cleaning it up at this point. Go right underneath and just clean it up. Crazy. What if I left it like that? And how I blend it in is I take the brush and I just pull down. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young. You want to blend everything. You want to blend everything. That's another thing. I always see a lot of girls walk around with, you can see where their concealer starts and stops with their brows. But look how much cleaner that looks. And I can see where this starts and stops over here, so that's bothering me. I'm gonna go try to fix that. And same on this side, I'm just sculpting it out right underneath where it starts. Hindsight is fleeting, when your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. Bringing the concealer down. Now, with this concealer that you want to use, never, ever, ever use a thick, creamy concealer for anything like this. You use the thick concealer for acne, you know, troubled acne. That's just not working with you. You never, ever use thick, heavy concealer underneath your eyes or to clean anything up. That's not what that's for. I used to make that mistake. Even a year ago, I made that mistake. I was buying thick, creamy concealer, and you don't want that. You want really light concealer. And I go at the top And I just sculpt that out as well. And I brush up this way with the concealer, so it, again, you don't want anybody seeing where you're sculpting your eyebrow. And you're usually supposed to do this first, but you know, I'm a rebel and I didn't want to get on camera with no makeup again because I didn't want to scare you guys off. So I went ahead and did it. And usually your foundation and your concealer and your translucent powder and all that will blend that lineup if you have it, if you have your concealer going up like that and blended. So don't worry, it might look a little harsher than it would normally. You don't want it too thick. You don't want a huge triangle tip at your arch. And you don't want your brows to start and stop just suddenly. You want everything to just flow. And all I could say is just spoolie, 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 blend, blend, blend. Make the front look very as if you didn't do anything, you know, that's your natural brows. I was just showing you guys, see how that one's more intense, that arch. I, with concealer, am going to soften it out. See? You always have that one brow that gives you the worst trouble, and that's mine. You can clean it up, and it's fine. This one kind of gave me a rough little time. And it stopped suddenly. I didn't want that, so I just went ahead and made it look, you know, like it was going out. And see how I'm dragging it out? I'm not bringing it down. You never want to bring it down. Y'all look at this. It's so messy, but it comes together, I promise. I'm going with the spoolie again, and I'm just brushing the hairs where I want it to be. If you don't have a eyebrow gel to keep your eyebrows in place, what you do is you just go get some hairspray, put it on your spoolie, and brush through it. It'll keep every single hair that you need to stay. And I went in and used my eyeshadow, blended it in. And voila. Thank you so much for supporting me in this, and I hope you rock your new eyebrows, girl, and you walk around and you just flaunt them, just eyebrows, you know? You feel me? Show them off, girl. You can do it.